Hi everybody, my name is Jessie and I do perfume reviews in ASMR format. So if you enjoy perfume and also ASMR, you are in a good place for our video today. Alright, so today I am reviewing Issey Miyake's Solar Violet. This is the box, as you can see. I do really enjoy the Issey Miyake boxes, the ones that have these, this shape of bottle. So the original, what is it called? Issey Miyake, oh gosh, I'm like totally blanking. But like Issey Miyake's most, oh yeah, L'Eau d'Issey. That's like their most well-known fragrance, I think. It's called L'Eau d'Issey. And it's in this shape of bottle, but more like a kind of frosted or clear. Anyway, so this one is in the same shape. I'm not sure why, because it's not a flanker to the L'Eau d'Issey, but it's in the same bottle and box. So that's fun. I noticed, I was looking at the back of this and they're saying it's 90% natural origin ingredients and 100% wooden cap that is recyclable or something like that. So anyway, fun packaging. So this is a violet fragrance, as you can see with the packaging. I feel like I did pretty well. This was like the closest shirt color that I have. So as always, I dressed on theme with this color, and then I also put on yellow earrings because it's called Solar Violet, and this is a very sunny, it has a very sunny solar sort of feel. So I put on these yellow gemstone earrings. I gotta get my paper to spray. I forgot to grab that. Oh, this is a new box. These are like new little floral cards. So anyway, I'll go ahead and give this a spray. Oh, and we've got like a blue, kind of violet blue flower, so that's perfect. Oh no, my nose is, I feel like a sneeze coming on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take the cap off. That's what the atomizer looks like. It's a purple metal atomizer, and I'm going to give this a spray. And just give it a second to dry down. This fragrance smells so much like something I've smelled before. It's a little hard to know what exactly. I feel like actually I might have an idea. Okay, I found the fragrance that it smells so similar to, so stay tuned for later in the video. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this fragrance a smell, and just to let you know my first impressions. So it's fruit. It's like fruity and warm. It's pear. I know it's pear, but I feel like I would be able to tell you that regardless. It's a fairly obvious pear in my mind. It's like a warm, happy, sunny pear. Honestly, my issue with this fragrance is that I don't really get much violet. I feel like I get something vaguely floral, but almost to me comes off as more like white floral. So the reason I bought this was because it's apparently a violet fragrance, but I would not categorize it as a violet fragrance. So yeah, that was a bit of a wah for me. The reason that I bought this because it's a violet fragrance is because I'm going to be doing, or maybe I will have already posted, a violet fragrances video. So I'm reviewing multiple violet fragrances. Anyway, this is a little bit like salty, sunny, warm pear. That's kind of what I get, like an aquatic pear, like a marine aquatic pear. Yeah, so it's nice, but it's not what I was expecting, and I I like it, but I don't think enough to keep personally. So let's go ahead and go through the main accords and then the notes that we have listed. So for our main accords, we have violet, powdery, iris, fruity, fresh, sweet, floral, aquatic, and woody. So that's a lot of main accords. They only list three notes on Fragrantica, I believe. I'm gonna look online. But I can tell you that I do not get violet as like a main accord, not the first main accord. It's a little powdery, but it's not even like a super powdery fragrance. I don't really get that much iris either, maybe a touch. I don't even know if that's a note. I do get fruity, I do get fresh, I do get aquatic. And I would say I get like a salty accord. So I don't know. The notes are not making sense to me totally. I will read you the notes that we have on Fragrantica, and then I'm going to look online because I feel like it might be slightly different, the ones that they list on their website. But anyway, for Fragrantica's notes, we have one top note, and it is pear. So I definitely get pear. I get a lot of pear. It's a warm pear. Yeah, and it just comes through all kind of like a little salty aquatic, like I said, but still fresh, breezy. Think like you're eating a pear on the beach and there's like a beach breeze. That's kind of the vibe. Then for our middle notes, there is violet, and then for our base notes, there is iris. I guess I get a little bit of both of those, but like I said, it's really, I don't know, to me it's not obvious. I would have almost thought more like white floral or something, so that's just me. I don't know if that's everyone's experience, but that's my experience. And when I show the votes on Fragrantica, people say they are mostly getting violet, then pear, then iris. I would say I'm getting pear, then honestly, I feel like I'm getting a little more iris than violet, so that's just me. I'm gonna look on their website. Solar Violet notes, just to see if it says something different. Okay, fruity notes of pear, violet leaves, absolute, and powdery iris notes. So yeah, this is the same notes that they list. Well, they say violet leaf, which is different than violet flower. But yeah, it's a nice scent. It's just not what I was kind of hoping or expecting, but it's really nice. And I'll take this moment to tell you what it smells so similar like to what I've smelled. This is not a very well-known fragrance, but this is by Memoir Archives. This is called O3 by the Sea. And this to me smells pretty similar. Am I right? This is like hard to smell out of the bottle. I'm just gonna give that a second to dry it down. Yeah, it's not a straight up dupe or anything, but it smells similar. These both have a very warm solar quality. So it's funny that that's not listed as a note, like solar notes, because it's very obviously, there is very obviously some sort of synthetic solar note that gives this that like warmed up, almost slightly salty quality. Anyway, this fragrance is similar. This has like notes of like sand. Let's see. It has notes of sunny dunes, which sunny dunes is like, what is that? But it's basically like kind of like a sand mineral note and like a solar note. It also has mandarin, rind, and magnolia blossom. And it's honestly not that different. It's honestly not. I feel like I might prefer this one a little bit, but I'm actually reselling this fragrance. The other fragrance that Solar blossom just reminds me a touch of is Giorgio Armani's Ocean Gioia. Yeah, because this is also a pear fragrance. This is pear and white florals. And it also has a salt note, so it's fresh, salty, kind of warm, pear white florals. So yeah, I would say these two are the closest that I can think of that smell like solar violet. So yeah, anyway, that's my experience. I like it, but I'm not going to keep it personally, and I wish it smelled more like violet because it's has violet in the name, and I just personally don't really. I get a little violet, a little iris, not quite what I was expecting though. So anyway, there's that. I will briefly tell you about the other Issey Miyake fragrances that I own, and then I'll come back to this one and we'll just go over some other info and reviews, and then we'll wrap up. So, I own two Issey Miyake fragrances, and as you can see, they're from the same line, this Drop to Issey line. So this is the original. This is called a Drop to Issey. Fun bottle, and this is a lilac fragrance. So it's another purple floral, but this one's lilac. And yeah, I love this fragrance. You definitely get lilac. So it's that slightly more like classic vintage floral, but it comes through in like a fun, interesting, modern way. The other thing that makes this a little more like classic vintage is it's definitely very powdery. It has some powdery notes, including almond. It has like an almond milk note, so it's like a little powdery, creamy. Also has Alice cedar, musk, and ambroxan. So it's definitely got like a nice powderiness to it, creamy. There's vanilla in the base, so it's like creamy, slightly sweet vanillic base with that almond milk, the lilac. There's also solar notes in here, kind of just makes it like a warm, creamy, almondy lilac. The other thing that I definitely get is star anise. There's a star anise note, adds a light, warm spiciness. So, man, this is like you're drinking like some lightly spiced almond milk chai in like it feels more like fall almost to me, but lilac is a spring scent. So let's say like you're drinking like a lightly spiced almond milk latte chai in the springtime with the sun coming through, and you're sitting next to a a lilac tree. That's kind of the vibe. It's really pretty. I really like it. I don't think it's for everybody. It's definitely not. It's different. I've never smelled anything like it, which is part of why I love it so much. So there's that. I feel like this one did decently well. And so they made a couple flankers. I think 2 flankers. I own this flanker. This is Issey Miyake. It dropped to Issey Eau Fraîche, Eau de Parfum Fraîche. And this is the second flanker. This is another aquatic fragrance. It's more of a rain, like a petrichor rain type of scent with a bunch of warm, musky woods. So it's got, and it's got lilac again. So it's got that same lilac note, but this time, rather than being paired with like the solar notes, it's got rain notes and watery notes. And then it's got Ambrox Super, Dream Wood, and Virginia Cedar. So very like musky, warm woods. Even though this is like, rain and watery notes, it's not cool tone to me. It's definitely like got a warmth to it still. Yeah, so both of these are lilac fragrances. And I really enjoy both of them, and they're very different, and I don't have anything else that smells like them, so I really appreciate them. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to Issey Miyake L'Eau d'Issey Solar Violet. Oh, You know what? This is a flanker. This is a flanker of the L'Eau d'Issey. I did not even realize that. It's so funny. Pardon my mistake earlier. But anyway, some other info on this fragrance. It's being rated as having like mid-range longevity and slightly more intimate sillage. I would agree, more intimate sillage. It's not super strong. It's nice, it's subtle. I feel like this could be office appropriate, even like healthcare appropriate if you did like just one spray or two. It's subtle, it's not super strong, it's not like super sexy, just kind of light and happy and calming. So yeah, and then let's finish up by reading a few reviews of this fragrance. Okay, so somebody says, powdery is the first thing I thought that came to mind, in addition to the patented cap that is broken after a few uses and doesn't close. I have returned it for replacement, and I hope I will enjoy wearing this over the summer. If I can get over the powdery notes, I will try layering it. Okay, somebody else says, this is a minimalistic note pyramid and lacks quality ingredients. It smells cheap and synthetic with an artificial pear and floral composition. Doesn't even lean into a fun or campy direction, leaving it feeling flat. Interesting. My cat is destroying, you could probably see her, she's destroying my couch. Okay, let's see. Somebody else says, Lulu, come here. Somebody says, very simple without depth, combination of sweet pear and powdery iris. The violets are only a gentle whisper. It's a clean, fair scent with an airy charm, but nothing else. Could be pleasant and fresh in the spring or summer season. Sometimes uncomplicated fragrances are the most sympathetic. I'm not sure what sympathetic means. Okay, let's read one more. Somebody says, hello violets, are you there? This is a pleasant fruity floral with that clean aquatic thing that Issey Miyake does so well, but I couldn't pick up on the violets at all. Perhaps this is my uncultured nose. You guys, I did not try to cherry pick that review, but I agree. Like, I don't smell really violets at all either, so I'm happy that I happened to pick that review. Somebody else says, fresh, solar, beautiful, love this. So, yeah. So that is Issey Miyake's L'Eau d'Issey Solar Violet. And yeah, it is in the L'Eau d'Issey line, which makes sense because it looks like it's in the line. So yeah, there's that. Okay, everybody, so I hope you enjoyed that review. I'm sending you all peace, love, beauty, and harmony. And I'll catch you all again soon. Okay, bye.